Now we're going to look at some applications that lead to quadratic equations that we will solve. The first application is algebra in geometry. The figure you see is a parallelogram. It has two pairs of parallel sides. You may or may not know that the area formula for a parallelogram is that area equals base times height. Okay, the base and then the height measured perpendicular to the bases. So if the base is x plus 5 and the height is x minus 2, and they tell us that the area is 44, now we have an equation that we can solve. Well, it's something times something else, but it doesn't equal 0. So I'm going to have to do x plus 5 times x minus 2 minus 44 equals 0. X squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10 minus 44 equals 0. X squared plus 3x minus 54 equals 0. Now I can factor x and x. I'm thinking 6 and 9, with the 6 being negative and the 9 being positive. So if x minus 6 equals 0, then x could be 6. And if x plus 9 equals 0, x could be negative 9. Well, in the context of our geometry, x equaling negative 9 doesn't make any sense. But x equaling 6 does, because that means that the height is 6 minus 2, 4, and the base is 6 plus 5, which is 11. And 11 times 4 is 44. A jewelry box is a jewelry box. Oh, it's a box. A jewelry box is 2 inches tall, and its width is 3 inches less than its length. So if I make this the length, then the width is 3 inches less than the length. Here, let me neaten that up a little bit for us. Okay. And the volume of a box, volume, equals length times width times height. So the length I have is L. The width is L minus 3. And the height is 2. And that equals the volume, which they told us was 80. Okay, well, this looks like a total mess. So let's do 80 equals, I'm going to write this as 2 times L minus 3. So that would be 2L squared minus 6L. Oh dear. I'm going to subtract the 80 and put my 0 over here. So 0 equals 2L squared minus 6L minus 80. Common factor of 2. 2L squared minus 3L minus 40. 2 L times L. I'm thinking 8 times 5 is 40. And if the 8 is negative and the 5 is positive, then we get a negative 3L. So 2 equals 0 doesn't make any sense. L minus 8 equals 0 would give us a length of 8. L plus 5 equals 0 would give us a length of negative 5. That doesn't make any sense. The length must be 8. 8 The width must be 5, and the height 2. 8 times 5 is 40, times 2 is 80. That works. Consecutive integers. The product of two consecutive integers is 4 less than 4 times their sum. Okay, so my two consecutive integers, if you remember, x, and then the next integer would be x plus 1, right? So two consecutive integers. So the product of two consecutive integers. So I'm going to multiply x times x plus 1 is 4 less than 4 times their sum. Okay, so 4 less than 4 times their sum, x plus 1. Oh, wow, there's a mess. Okay, jump right in. So I have x squared plus x equals 4x plus 4x plus 4 minus 4. X squared plus x equals 8x. And these cancel. So I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides so I can get this to equal 0. So I have x squared minus 7x equals 0. Greatest common factor of x times x minus 7 equals 0. So x equals 0, or x minus 7 equals 0. So x equals 7. So my two consecutive integers, x and x plus 1, 0 and 1, 7 and 8. I have two possible answers. Okay, those are the types of word problems we're going to solve together tomorrow.